Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Books. Ranked. Worst to best. All the books are right here. I just need to take them to my lab. Computer. Let's get started. For number 14, Double Down. This one is just bad. It's all over the place, like it's never consistent. Oh no. At the very beginning, Greg wonders why people like what it's like and why people watch down on us, from heaven to being scared of a witch to playing the French horn to wanting to be a movie director, and it's just bad. For number 13, The Third Wheel. I have the Fregley edition with the Fregley poem at the end. This one is just all lovey-dovey, and it's out of character for the Wimpy Kid franchise. I mean, this is the Valentine's book, and it's about Rowley getting a girlfriend, and this is the first part of the two about Rowley having a girlfriend. I didn't like this one because it's all lovey-dovey, and I don't know. I just don't have a thing for that kind of books. So, for number 12, Old School. This one is also really jumpy. It's mainly about the mom banning all electronics for a week or maybe a month. There's like a holiday where you do everything 90s, like a cassette tape and a boombox, and that's like the tape part. But it's also all over the place. Well, not really. It starts off with that happening, what I just said, and then it ends with Greg going to like a sleepaway camp. And then it's really funny. There's a character named Silas Scratch, who is this character at the very beginning. That guy. That's Silas Scratch. It's a lie created by Greg's dad so that his dad could have his own porta potty and outhouse deep in the woods. Isn't that funny? Anyways, enough with that. Number 11, Wrecking Ball. Now, this is the newer one, and I didn't like it because the ending was really rushed. Sure, there were parts that I liked, but I just don't find this one good. And speaking of, this is a double print. Here, there's this part, right? And then it just completely starts over. Here's proof. At the very beginning, there's this, and then it, does that. Right? I just need to find that page again. And then it just starts all over again. Like right here. And then it just starts all over again. So that's why I don't like this one. Not because of that, but the ending was rushed. Their house gets completely obliterated. I can't say obliterated. Okay, their house completely gets obliterated. A hot tub goes directly through their roof and into their house, and their chimney gets destroyed. You already saw the next one because I accidentally did that. So for number 10, number 10, The Ugly Truth. This one is the weakest out of the original 6, that being the first one, Roderick Rules, and all the others. I'm too tired. It's mainly about Greg struggling growing up, and he has a pet egg. That's another part. So, yeah, there were mainly parts that I laughed at, but that was only because of Greg's silly antics or stuff. But it was just about Greg worrying about growing up, and this is another two-parter. This is the second part of the two-parter after Dog Days, where Rowley and Greg break up as friends. So this was the first batch of the bad books. For number 9, The Long Haul. This one, the good book, trash movie. It's mainly about Greg going on a crappy road trip and everything goes bad. What the movie forgot to include is that they go to a water park and they lose the key. And they try losing the. That's not them losing the key. They lose the key to their locker at the water park, and it turns out that Greg had it the whole time on accident. So yeah. Number 8, Hard Luck. Fun. This book has a bunch of 8 balls on it. It's about Greg not having luck, and this is the 8th book. Yeah, this one kind of was all over the place too, but not as bad as Double Down was. This one is just this is the second half of the Dead Ugly Truth down there. Right there. I think Rowley breaks up with Abigail in this one. I don't remember because I never bothered to, I finished reading this one. The main part that made me laugh was the body blankie scene where Greg gets stuck in the suit at school and he just starts having a seizure on the ground. Not like a seizure, but just like, help, I'm stuck on the ground. Yeah, that was hard luck. For number 7, the original. Not much to say. It's just Jeff Kinney's original idea for the story. It was meh because it was the first one. The first one's always bad. Not like bad, just like, yeah. This one is all about Greg's life at middle school. That's why it's on the meh list. Nothing else to say other than it's the original. Number 6, Dog Days. Now, a lot of you may be throwing sticks and stones at me, but yeah. This book was a meh for me, and it's the first part. And it's the first part. I kind of was still zoomed in a little, but it's the first part of the 2-parter. That being that one. Yeah, Greg and Rowley aren't to break up at this book. Not like in a relationship, just like as friends. So what happens is Greg goes to this place at a country club. He goes to a country club, and now he owes like $86, and he asks Rowley for to help him. And then he says something to Rowley, and then they just not friends anymore. So these books are meh. If you hate me for saying that Dog Days isn't the best, then, well, oh well. For number 5, Roderick Rules. I don't really have much to say about this one. It's really funny. It's basically about Greg and Roderick working together as a team to stop the parents having them bond. It's really funny. I do recommend this one. That's all I have to say about it, and that's my opinion on Roderick Rules. For number 4, The Meltdown. This one was epic. The cover was epic, like how it goes to dark to bright. It's winter again. The last time we saw Greg in the winter, I believe, was Cabin Fever. Number 3, Cabin Fever. I just want to point that out. I'll get to that one in a minute. So yeah, The Meltdown. Yeah, it was basically about Greg getting in a huge snowball fight with the neighbor kids. I love how it's not just at the school or at Greg's house. It's the whole neighborhood. You get a whole lot more just in this book. In all of those, it's just at the school or his house. But in this one, you get to feel like the whole neighborhood. Upper Surrey Street and Lower Surrey Street is one complete street, except they're rivals. Yeah, it's fun. And at the very end, they all get into a huge snowball fight. And that's why this is one of my favorites. Speaking of number 3, Cabin Fever, you already saw it. Cabin Fever is one of the better ones because it's consistent throughout the whole thing. The part that made me want to get this book is because of Ploopy. He faces Manny in this book. Manny is just such a jerk in this one. That's why I don't really like Manny that much. There was a kid named Cody who stepped in dog poo, and everyone started calling him Ploopy. I just have to find it. Oh, here it is. And I'm not just talking about the kids either. I'm talking about the principal. Everyone started calling him Dookie. Poor Cody. Cody's dead. So that was Cabin Fever. It's about Greg getting stuck indoors with his family, except for the dad. Roderick's asleep throughout the whole thing. The mom's glasses break, and yeah, that's why I like it. Number 2, The Getaway. This book came out while I was in. It's damaged because I've had it for so long, and it's just been crushed and everything on my bookshelf. It's about them going to the airport and going on a vacation to this place called Isla de Corrales. Fun fact, this book came out while I was at Cancun, Mexico, which is basically the same thing as Coral Island. Coral Island is Isla de Corrales, by the way. It's the same thing, and that's why I love it. This book is number 2. It's better than The Long Haul, because The Long Haul was just about them on a road trip, while this one is them at the airport with real worst case scenarios. And that's why I like it, because it came out while I was on vacation, and it made me feel like all the dangers on vacation. So, I'm going to push all these books off the bed to make room for the All-Mother Champion, which is The Last Straw. The Last Straw is my favorite because it was the first book that I read, like completely. And that's why I love it. I read it completely, like all by myself. I think it was in 2nd grade, and it's the only book to end with a huge the end. It's about Greg acting like a wuss, and Greg's father tries to like toughen him up so that he can, like toughen him up, or else he can send him to military school, and Greg doesn't want that. It's the same plot as Dog Days, the movie. But yeah, I love this book. It has so much funny humor in it. Other than that, this one is funny, really funny. Like, there's this part right here where they try digging a hole, and that happens to his dad. So that's basically, that's The Last Straw for you. Great book. Totally recommend it. And it can go down there with its friends.